Hey Texans, this is Maddie Reed with Texan News. Over the last several weeks, Tarleton State University has undergone multiple construction and renovation projects. These projects are to help increase capacity, provide better student experience and safety, as well as provide more options and variety to students on campus. According to Assistant Vice President for Campus Operations, David Martin, a few of the construction and renovation projects happening on campus include updating and widening walkways throughout campus, aligning the Sloan and Rome intersection over by Wisdom Gym, updating the bookstore, renovating the food court to include a bigger Chick-fil-A with a larger menu, adding a dog park to campus, adding a food truck lot, providing more parking, as well as renovating and updating the baseball and softball fields. Texan News was able to sit down with Tarleton President Dr. James Hurley. We discussed everything going on with construction and renovations on campus, as well as get a few of his thoughts about the projects.
What's taking place in the summer now, you see a lot of preventive maintenance, you see a lot of enhancements on campus, certainly with some of our throughways, walkways. We want to make sure that windows, doors, roofs are repaired so when students come back. And the reason you're seeing it in the summer is it's the only downtime we have when we don't have 10,000 students and a couple thousand faculty and staff members on campus. So we have to condense all of our construction into the next 2 months, really, and so it's a lot. The baseball softball field has needed an update for many years. As you know, the weather here, the inclement weather is really difficult to deal with. So you go long periods where you don't have rain, scorching sun. It's really difficult to take care of natural grass on a playing surface. So we will save a large amount of money over the next 5 to 10 years by replacing the grass surface with turf surface. And it's a safe playing field now for our men's baseball and our women's softball team. We're also enhancing the track and field for those student athletes. There are some parts of in particular the field, and that all is paid for. That doesn't come out of university funds, that comes out of the student athletic fee funds. And also auxiliary revenue from the season. So Vice President Reisman will take revenues that he made from ticket sales, and he also goes out and fundraises, and we've had philanthropic donors step up and want to help enhance facilities. So it's important for you to know, and I want other students to know, that we don't use direct tuition and fee money for that. That's a separate, that athletic fee and athletic revenue is very different. One that I'm really, really excited about is the new dog park. Yeah, because we've needed that. I worked very closely with Kaylin Cheatham, our former SGA president. He was also student regent. We talked about it a lot. How can we create more spaces on campus for students to meet and congregate and just, enjoy life outside of the library, outside of the learning lab, outside of the classroom, outside of wherever, right? And we have such a beautiful campus. This campus is, I think it's one of the most beautiful campuses in all of America. So how can we get students to utilize different parts of the campus? And then David Martin's really good at that. And if you've noticed, a lot of the seating areas now have the purple canopies and purple umbrellas, and that's to shield the sun. But we wanted to create these spaces where students can just have conversation, they can think, they can eat their lunch or dinner, just outside spaces. That was really important. Clearly the aquatic center is something that the students, I guess 4 or 5 years ago, passed the student referendum, the fee referendum, and that was the last portion of the agreement that hadn't been fulfilled. So I wanted to fulfill that. And some students feel very passionate about the aquatic center, some are more blasé about it, and some, quite frankly, will never use it, and that's okay. But it is something that was agreed upon before my arrival, and I wanted to make good on the promise. So that's a really neat opportunity. I think it's going to be more beneficial for the community as well to try to tie in Tarleton and the community. We're excited about some of the throughways. And when something that was really important to me when I arrived on campus is maintaining the beauty of the campus.
Classes have been in session for a little over a week now, and students are starting to take notice of all the construction and renovation projects that have occurred over the summer. While many of these projects have been finished, there are still a few stragglers that are left to be completed. For example, the baseball fields and the aquatic center. However, they are planned to be done by the end of the semester. With Texan News, this is Maddie Reed.